The Quran says in Surah Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 33, Huwa alladhi khalaqa al-layla wa nahara. It's Allah who has created the night and the day. وَالشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ, the sun and the moon. كُلٌّ فِي فَلْكِ يَسْبَحُونَ, each one traveling in an orbit with its own motion. The Arabic word used here is yasbahun, derived from the Arabic word sabaha, which describes the motion of a moving body. If I use this Arabic word for a person on the floor, it will not mean he's rolling, it will mean he's walking or running. If I use the same Arabic word for a person in the water, it will not mean he's floating, it will mean he's swimming. Similarly, when the Quran uses it for a celestial body in the heaven, in the sky, it doesn't mean it's floating, it means it rotates about its own axis. So Quran says 1400 years ago that the sun and the moon, besides revolving, they also rotate about their own axis. Imagine, 33 years back, when I was in school, I had read in my science textbook that the sun was stationary. Today, after science is advanced, we have come to know that we can have the image of the sun on a tabletop, and we see there are black spots, and these black spots take approximately 25 days to complete one rotation, indicating that the sun takes approximately 25 days to complete one rotation. And now, this scientific fact that the sun rotates is incorporated in most of the textbooks that we read in school today. So what we came to know recently, 30 years back, 50 years back, 60 years back, the Quran mentioned 1400 years ago that the sun and the moon, besides revolving, they also rotate about their own axis. I'll ask that atheist, that who could have mentioned this in the Quran? He will say, maybe your prophet is super intelligent, he may be a great scientist, Don't argue. Continue. Today science tells us that the sunlight we have is due to a chemical reaction which is taking place since billions of years. And one day, this chemical reaction will stop and the sun will cease to exist. But it will take another billion years. Quran says in Surah Yasin, chapter number 36, verse number 38, وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي لِمُسْتَقَرٍّ لَهَا, that the sun is running its course to a place determined, for a period determined. The Arabic word mustaqar means a place determined. It means a period determined. And today science tells us that the sun, along with the solar system, is moving to a point in the universe known as Hercules, known as Alpha Lyra, to a point at a speed of 12 miles per second known as solar apex. The Quran says the sun is running for a term determined, a period determined, and running to a place determined, indicating the sun is there for a particular time period, and it's running to a position determined. Who could have mentioned this in the Quran? And the atheist will be silent. There'll be a long pause. Don't wait for his reply. Ask him the next question. The today science tells us that the atmosphere that we have above the earth, which we call as sky, it acts like a protected ceiling. It prevents the harmful radiations, the ultraviolet rays, the X-rays, from entering the earth, without which life would have ceased to exist on the face of the earth. The Quran says in Surah Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 32, we have created the sky as a protected ceiling. What you came to know recently in science 100 years back, 200 years back, 300 years back. The Quran mentions 1400 years ago that the sky